Cat hair all over the iPad. Hello guys, Tarzan5 the 2-spotter here, and today I'm going to be doing a rant on daylight savings. Daylight savings. This is a rant I wanted to do for a long time now. Daylight savings. So it's been sitting on my list for like 3 months. 3 months. And I haven't done a rant on that. So I'm going to do it right now. Daylight savings, you know, I had to do a rant on this freaking thing, you know. For those of you who don't know what daylight savings is basically when you change times. You change the time, like either 1 hour ahead or 1 hour backwards. The purpose is to it only occurs like during the warmer months. And so that darkness falls like later, like especially in the summertime. Like in the summertime, when spring comes, when you hit spring or summer's approaching, you set your clock an hour ahead. And then, when autumn comes or winter approaches, you bring your clocks an hour backwards. Like for what? Why? Why do you have to change? Hours ahead or hours backwards, why? Why do you have to do that? It's because, just to make, they say it's to make days longer, okay? It makes days longer and, makes nighttime shorter. Like, what the fuck? I live in the UK. Here in the UK, we are very close to the polar circle. And just like Iceland, they're in the polar circle. We're in the polar circle. We're in the very northern part of the world, and in the summertime, in my opinion, we don't even need daylight savings here in the UK. We don't need daylight savings. Why? Well, what's the point of giving us daylight savings? What is the purpose of it? Now, I heard so many things about daylight savings. I'm gonna look it up on Google. Okay, here's an example. Here's an example. This wasn't the only reason for daylight savings. In 1895, Jude Hudson, an entomologist from New Zealand, came up with the modern concept of daylight saving time. They proposed a 2-hour time shift so he'd have more work hours of sunshine to go bug hunting in the summer. Yeah, that is the original purpose of daylight savings. So he can go bug hunting more in the summer. Like, what? Like, bug hunting? What the hell is bug hunting? I'm not sure what bug hunting is. I'm not going to look it up. I assume bug hunting is basically when you hunt bugs, basically, and keep them as pets. What the fuck? That's a stupid reason. That's a stupid reason to have daylight savings, so you can hunt bugs more. So what? Like, oh. God, what the fuck? Also, then there's another purpose why daylight savings is needed. It says here, the crime rate drops during daylight saving time. The crime rate drops during daylight saving time. So basically, you're saying that during the daytime, the crime rate drops. Well, did you know people commit crimes during nighttime? What the fuck? That's not going to solve anything. People gonna rob a bank, murder people, or do illegal gambling or something during nighttime too. God, like, what's the point of daylight savings? Reasons. Let's try some reasons. Um, here's another reason why. Here's a reason why daylight saving is needed. Someone also said, the Summertime Act came into effect following the campaign by Billy William Witt, who proposed that the clocks go forward in spring and go back to winter so people could save energy and spend more time outdoors during the day. You're telling me that daylight savings is to save energy and spend more time outdoors during the day? What the fuck? Like before daylight savings, like during the winter or autumn, when daylight savings is over, people still have more out time during the day. You know what's? Like, I'm having trouble how to say this, but it's not going to solve anything and save energy like the electric. Did you know that in schools, colleges, universities, or whatever, that people put lights on, they turn on the lights during the day? You know? They turn on the lights during the day. Like, you know, that is not... Daylight savings ain't gonna solve anything. Daylight savings ain't gonna solve anything. Also heard that daylight savings can cause, like, you know, kind of have a negative impact of your person's body. You know, it's bad for your circadian or whatever it's called, the clock rhythm thing. You know, and you lose an hour of sleep too. You lose an hour of sleep during daylight savings. You know, you lose an hour of sleep. Like, come on, like, if you like sleeping, I love sleeping. Everyone loves a good sleep. But you lose an hour of sleep, and then when you wake up, you know, you wake up at a very late date, at a late time, even though, let's say, for example, for me, I wake up at 7. I wake up at 7 o'clock. When I wake up at 7 o'clock, let's say, for example, my phone, I didn't change the time. I know nothing about daylight savings. I didn't know daylight savings is coming. Let's say, for example, I go to sleep and I set my alarm at 7 o'clock. And I forgot to reset my phone to daylight saving time. And when the alarm goes off, 7 o'clock. And when you look at your phone, it says you woke up at 8 o'clock. What? So I woke up an hour later. You know, especially, you know, if you're late for school. If you're going to school or college or university or whatever, or going to work, you know, you have to be careful during daylight savings, how you wake up. You need to be careful, because sometimes you'll wake up late, even though the time is correct, but it's daylight saving summertime. You know, it's annoying. Let's say, for example, you know, you go to sleep, yeah. Then you have to be up at 6:30. So you wake up at 6:30, look at your phone or look at the clock in your front room or whatever, and it says 7:30. And you'll be like, oh crap, I overslept. I'm late. You know, and you know, you'll be late and stuff, you'll rush, you haven't got time to brush your teeth, have your breakfast or whatever, you ever got time to feed your cat or your dog, or go to the petrol station, you know, if you have a car, if you're lucky enough to get a car or a motorbike or whatever, like me, I got a motorcycle, and you haven't got time to fill up the petrol and stuff, you know, you haven't got time and you're late, and then you go to work and then your boss will fire you for being late. You know, I don't blame those people. It's freaking daylight savings. You know, daylight savings caused it. You know, no, fuck daylight savings. It needs to go. You don't need daylight savings. Now, I understand, you know, daylight savings is like for farmers and stuff. For farmers, so they can have extra light for their crops to grow and stuff, to grow their plants and stuff. like fruit, vegetables, or whatever. You know, I understand that, but we're not farmers. I'm not a farmer. We're not farmers, so what's the point of giving us daylight savings, even though we're not farmers? That daylight savings should be for farmers, not us, not regular people with different jobs. You know, I'm a college student. I'm a college student. I don't need daylight saving time. I don't need daylight savings. That should be for the farmers. If you're a farmer, they need daylight savings because it's something. If I heard that it causes that so they have enough time to grow their crops and stuff. That's fine for farmers, but I'm not a farmer, am I? Yeah, I admit I do plant flowers. I remember during the first lockdown, I always helped my mum because my mum got into gardening during lockdown, and I had to help her grow some plants and vegetables and stuff. Yeah, I don't hate gardening. I like gardening. It's really cool, but I'm not a fan. But I do like gardening, but I don't need daylight savings for that. Come on, because I'm not a farmer. Anything else about daylight savings? Anything shit about that freaking thing? You know, you lose an hour of sleep. You know. Just now, I woke up at 9 o'clock again. I woke up at 9 o'clock again. Which I always thought I woke up at 8. But no, I woke up at 9. Because of daylight savings. You know, there are some countries that don't even have daylight savings. Like, you know, Iceland, the country I want to visit, Iceland, they don't even use daylight savings. I believe some parts of Australia, I think, another country I want to visit as well. Some states don't use daylight savings, some states do. Like, I believe New South Wales, Victoria, and I think Tasmania. They use daylight savings, but Queensland, Northern Territory, South Australia, Western Australia, they don't use daylight savings. They don't really use it. I think the reason why is because I don't know why they don't use it. It's because but most of Australia is just a desert, and there's no flowers and there's no flowers and daffodils in the desert, except for cactuses and stuff. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm gonna feel stupid. Does Australia have cactuses in the desert? It should have a cactus. Australian cactus. And they don't. They really don't. Yeah, Australia does not have a cactus in there. Don't have cactuses. What's the plural? What's the plural of cactuses? Cactuses or cacti? I don't know. Whatever, they don't have that. Anyways, you know, like, what's the point of daylight savings? It's ridiculous. Like, you know, like, leave the clocks alone. Like, leave the clocks alone. God, I don't like daylight savings. It can cause, like, it can mess up someone's body clock. You know, I heard that it can lead to people. It can actually lead to cardiac arrest. I heard it can lead to cardiac arrest, obesity, and like obesity. What the fuck? It can lead to obesity, cardiac arrest, headaches, withdrawal. And all those other stuff, you know, that's bad. All that stuff is bad, you know. And some of them are lethal and fatal, all because of daylight savings. I heard that stuff, but I don't believe it's true. But they're just doing that just to get attention. But I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. But I just don't like daylight savings. Is because you lose an hour of sleep. You know, lack of sleep is bad for your body. Lack of sleep is bad for your body, and why do you have to lose an hour? That means for me, when daylight savings happens, when we have daylight savings, I have to sleep very early, just to even my sleeping schedule. Let's say, for example, before daylight savings, like I said before, I wake up at 8 o'clock without the alarm. That's naturally. I wake up naturally at 8. That means I roughly go to bed at 10. At 10 p.m. But for daylight savings, I have to shift times. So I have to sleep I have to actually go to sleep at 10 will be 11, so 10 o'clock will be 11, so it means I have to go to sleep at 9 p.m. I had to get up at 7. Like, I don't know. I'm no good at maths, but I have to do that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, you know, but still, get rid of daylight savings. We don't even need them. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's nothing else for me to say about daylight savings. But all I'd say is you lose an hour of sleep. It's not good for you. It's not going to save energy. People are going to still turn on the lights during the day. They turn the lights on during the day, you know. It's not the thing. I don't know, but just get rid of daylight savings. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now, if you like daylight savings, like if you're a farmer and you love daylight savings, that's fine. That's your opinion. I respect your opinion. Yeah. It's your choice. It's your opinion. It's fine if you like daylight savings, but I personally don't like daylight savings. So respect my opinion. Don't comment shit that go, oh, you need to shut up, Tyrese. Oh, you need to shut up. You don't like daylight savings? What the fuck's wrong with you, Tyrese? What's wrong with you? Daylight savings is good. It's healthy. How is it healthy? How is daylight savings healthy? It's not healthy at all. It just makes people's lives miserable. And don't be saying, oh, it helps to save energy. This to prevent global warming. All that global warming excuse. They bring up this global warming excuse, you know? Daylight savings doesn't cause daylight savings is not going to prevent global warming. It's not going to prevent it. Yes, global warming ain't less global warming. It's not funny. It's not a funny thing to do. You know, it melts it melts Antarctica on the North Pole, and polar bears and penguins are going to drown and stuff, have nowhere to live. Yeah, it's a bad thing. But daylight savings is not going to prevent it. To prevent global warming is to not drive a car, either ride a bicycle or walk to school or work, or get an electric vehicle. And also turn off the lights during the day. That's the way to save global warming. But anyways, this video is about daylight savings, not global warming. That's going to be my next rant, global warming. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't give me some negative comments. If you're going to comment shit, don't you dare. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time, and goodbye.